Hi folks, G3 here. Welcome to another instalment of my journey to Go Green. In this episode I want to see whether it's possible to reduce the amount of plastic used when on holiday in Thailand, because there's a lot of plastic. Welcome folks, here we are in Nakhon Ratchasima, otherwise known as Korat, which is the second largest city in Thailand. Mrs. G3 and I are looking to see whether we're going to be able to reduce the amount of plastic we're using this holiday. We've brought with us a number of lightweight collapsible containers which are really easy to fit into our luggage and bring across with us. They've got clip-on lids, are watertight, and when expanded can easily hold our food. We've also bought our reusable coffee mugs with us for our drinks because there's often a lot of plastic used there, with the cups, the lid, the straws and the coverings for the straws. We were really keen to make a difference from the off, so we started on the flight as soon as we could. But from experience we knew it was going to be tricky to completely cut out plastic, because you can easily get it served up when you're out for meals and drinks without realising that it's going to be added. Plus, of course, it's a really convenient way for stall holders to pre-package their food, because they're going to be so busy at peak times that it's difficult for them to keep up with demand. And with profit margins as ridiculously small as they are for them, utilising cheap, readily available plastic really helps them make the most of every baht they earn. But that does lead to plastic being an integrated part of the shopping process. For example, here I've ordered some sticky rice and some mu ping. Both the mu ping and the rice came in their own plastic bag, and there was a plastic bag to carry both of those. And this is quite standard practice when you're ordering street food. Now, of course, this all needs a huge supporting industry selling the various different plastic bags and containers that the stall holder's going to need, and they really do need a lot of them. So we're trying to do our bit on holiday and see whether we can reduce our need for plastic, which is widespread within the food service industry. Mrs. G3 is going to kick off our efforts. We're out and about at an open air market where there are lots of food stalls, and she fancies a nice cool drink. After a quick explanation to the stall holder, she handed them the reusable cup, which they were happy to fill up. They weren't too worried about the portion size. It matched the cup that they would usually be using, and he was quite happy to do so. And Mrs. G3 also had a bamboo straw to use instead of a plastic one, so that all worked quite fine. They were more than happy. Yep. Next up, it was our local temple at Wat Ban Rai. It's an extremely popular temple, so there are countless stalls set up here ready to serve the large number of visitors. So it's no problem, people are quite happy to take it and use. And obviously with the coconut itself, you don't need to worry about having a container, it's all in there. We've got our own straws to use. This stall holder was lovely. She was so happy to help, didn't mind washing the mug before using it. She was very, very happy to use what we had. And the drinks that we got there were delicious.
Very nice.
Mug. And as you can see, we were both able to use our bamboo straws, which meant we didn't need to use plastic ones.
I'm so shy because I'm on international YouTube, so I'm gonna rearrange things for us to be filmable and presentable. She doesn't want to destroy Thai representation.
Superstar! Here we're trying another stall at Wat Ban Rai. This time we're getting a bit of pineapple, and the stall holder was very happy to use our container. It didn't always go smoothly because there's the natural expectation for the stall holders to be delivering things with plastic. On this occasion, Mrs. G3 explained what she was hoping to do, so giving them the container to fill it up with the food, but unfortunately it was still delivered in a plastic bag with plastic implements to be able to eat it with, which we couldn't blame them for because it's just what they would normally be doing. That's just how the food is served. They're in autopilot on a busy evening, and that's just how it came. We had success when we went to a big coffee chain called Amazon. As a big high street chain, they were more than happy to take our coffee mugs to fill up for our drinks of the day. Plus, as Mrs. G3 discovered, there was a little surprise.
Alright, $5. That's good then.
With the total cost of the drinks being 130 baht, getting a 5 baht discount per drink, so 10 baht, that was around about 7-8% discount just through using your own mug. So that was really good. We were really pleased with that. Another day we were wandering around this huge market and we stumbled across this little stall that was attached to another market stall. And what it was this guy was such a lover of coffee that he just enjoyed making coffee for people with real finesse using original equipment, and he hosted it on his mother's market stall. He was such an artist making this coffee. It was a real work of theatre and we enjoyed watching every step of it. He did get a little bit flustered en route because of being filmed and he wasn't used to it and knew that he was going to be on YouTube. So he did have to repeat some of the steps, but it was just great being able to watch him perform. He, of course, was more than happy for us to be able to use our own mugs for the coffee. So that was perfectly fine, no problem at all.
Cafe Dum Yen.
Now I'm just going to let this roll on because it was a work of art watching him. So enjoy the process and you can skip to the next part if you don't want to watch it. Last time we went out for food of an evening, we didn't have much success and we got some plastic with our order. For this lovely lady, Mrs. G3 explained what we were doing. She shared the YouTube channel, told her about YouTube and what it was all about, and the stallholder was really interested and she was very happy to use the tubs that we provided. I must say the food was delicious. We had earned it, I think, because we'd been cycling around the park for an hour or so we'd worked up a bit of an appetite. So that one was a big success. We got the food in the tubs, no problem. We tried again at another night market, getting some smoothies. Here the stallholder was happy to use the mugs, but she had to check first just to make sure that the portion was going to be the same size. And there was some difficulty getting into the mug, but that was soon sorted with a quick demonstration. Despite checking the mugs were of a similar size, we did actually end up with quite a huge portion in this one. It was really tasty drink. It was around now that we noticed that there was actually a big queue developing behind us because people were interested in the filming going on and thinking that the drinks must be really special. That brought us to the end of our holiday and attempts to see whether we could reduce the amount of plastic that we were using. On previous holidays we were concerned about the amount of plastic that we were using, which was why we wanted to try and make a difference this time. And I would say that we succeeded. There were a few teething problems with some stall holders not quite understanding the sort of process and what we wanted to do, but most of them adapted very quickly. They were very happy to be able to do that. They were interested in the concept and why we were trying to do it. Generally, everyone was really supportive, so it's definitely something you can do if you take your own collapsible containers, travel mug, and if you've got a bamboo travel cutlery set with straw, then perfect. I'll include links down below to the sort of collapsible containers we used and cutlery sets, just in case it's of use. Well, there you go folks, hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, then please click the like button down below and leave your comments. Let me know whether you've been doing similar or if you're going to be doing this on your next holiday. Up next we've got this video I think you might find useful, and why not subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notified when I load up a new video. Thanks for watching, bye!